TJ Carpenter, Nate Bukaty here for Sports Radio 810 WHB out here at Chiefs OTAs, and it seemed like tempo was a big part of the practice today, both for the offense and the defense. A lot of high-tempo game simulation type situations. That's what I noticed. Do you think that's ultimately going to help this team get better?
Well, it seems like it's certainly the way that a lot of the NFL is going these days is more plays, more up-tempo. It almost seems like the NFL game is emulating the college game in that respect. So I wouldn't be surprised, certainly, if we see a little more of that change of pace type offense from the Chiefs this year, and I'm certainly for it.
Derek Johnson and Tom Bahali both mentioned that this is an attacking defense. It's not something that they did a whole lot of last year. I expect to see more blitzing. I think everybody does. Whether or not that's going to result in more sacks for this defense, though, is the main question.
Yeah, talking to some NFL personnel this year, one of the comments that was told to me this offseason was that anymore in this day and age in the NFL, sacks oftentimes are more of a product of scheme and execution than they are one guy beating another guy. So a lot of times it's about who's coming and from where, and does the other team pick up those guys. And I think you're going to see more guys coming from more places this year on defense, and especially, like you said, Dontari Poe and Tyson Jackson, interior linemen, basically, who in the last couple of years we're told more to read and hold up blockers and let other guys make plays. Are going to be freed up to make those plays, and I'm certainly interested to see if they're capable of doing that, because they haven't really been asked to do that in the past.
It seems as though even though offense is the primary thing for Andy Reid, that defense is going to be a huge change for this team as well. So we'll see whether or not they actually make changes on both sides of the football that end up in more wins than what they had last season.
Yeah, I thought the defense looked really good today, and giving the offense a lot of problems. I will say this as well, though. Derek Johnson had a pick six on Alex Smith in this practice. Chase Daniel threw the ball really well. I mean, I tell you what, you look at him, and he's definitely shorter than all the other quarterbacks out there, but he might have the best arm of any quarterback. I mean, Bray's got a great arm, but he doesn't make the reads like Daniel does. But we saw Daniel throw the ball downfield a few times today without much of a wind-up, short release, quick release, and man, he puts a good spin on the ball. Very impressed with the way he threw the football today.
For Sports Radio 810 WHB, I'm TJ Carpenter, Nate Bukaty, out here at Chiefs OTAs.